Hi, welcome to Pandora's Tarot. This is a reading for the sign of Taurus for the month of March 2016. As I always say, don't forget to check your rising and your moon sign because that will give you more information on the energies that are available to you. Let's start Taurus with this reading right here. You have in the challenge position the Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles is a card that, in its most basic meaning, it represents new resources, new money coming into your life. But throughout, with the overall of the reading, I don't think it talks specifically about money. It does talk about, I would say, resources. That's a more, a word that fits best with all of this, especially because it is a general reading. But here's the thing. Aces talk about starting on a new path, okay, taking a step in a new direction, and this is going to be your focus in the month of March, Taurus. Whether or not you take a new step in a new direction, perhaps you reorganize your resources, you evaluate who is of help to you and who is not really that helpful. I think it's a month, March, for you to take. You're going to take a deep look into your life, okay? And we'll talk about this in the rest of the reading, because it's a month for you to learn a lot of things. It's a month for you to really improve as a human being, improve as a soul. In the center of the reading, the only major arcana card, you have the Lovers. The Lovers is a card that it could represent a love relationship. But most importantly, the Lovers represent having to make a choice, having to choose between two options. And I always say, you probably heard me saying this before, in ancient tarots, you had a man having to choose between two women. So it is this situation where you have two options in the month of March, Taurus, and you will have to choose, okay? And not just because you have here me talking about having to choose between two options. You also have a 2 here and a 2 in the position up here. So really, I think you will have two paths opening up in front of you. But let's keep with the reading. You have in the position of the things you cannot change the 2 of Cups. 2 of Cups is a card that represents the union of soulmates. It represents, soulmates is a thing that it can be something really tricky nowadays, especially because there is this commercial vision of soulmates being a romantic partner and someone with whom, once you find that person, you're complete and you're happy forever and ever, and you don't ever have a problem in your life ever again. And that's not really what a soulmate is. A soulmate is a mirror. It's someone who shows you the good and the bad in you, and you show them the good and the bad in them, okay? So it's like finding a mirror where you see, I don't know, how beautiful your hair is, but at the same time you look at, and perhaps you don't like your nose, that sort of thing. I know it's a really silly example, but that's how it is. You see everything in a mirror. You see everything, and you will have an encounter of soulmates. Could this be a romantic soulmate, having also the Lovers here? Yes, I do, but I think it would be for a minor percentage of you. I think for the majority of you will be someone that comes into your life and it makes you look at things differently. You will learn from this person, whether you want to or not. And whether if it, perhaps at first it shocks you, because you have in the help that you're going to receive, you have the 2 of Pentacles. And the 2 of Pentacles is a card, it's in the reverse, okay? When we see it in the upright, we have someone who is balancing on one foot. He has, he's juggling 2 pentacles, and behind him we have the ocean that is not very calm, and we have 2 ships, again, the 2. So when we see it in the reverse position, it means that you're not going to be able to continue with this balance. Something will shake you up. Something will pull the rug under your feet. That's basically the meaning. And I don't want you to go like, oh my god, I'm gonna lose my job or something. It's not tragic, and it doesn't have to do with something, I would say, that material. And why do I say this? Because it comes up with the help, in the help position. So this mirror, this soulmate that you're going to encounter, will allow you to take a look at your life, okay? And that will shake you up. That will, make you think, well, what have I been doing? Should I start doing something else? Do I need to change things? Should I start on a new path? And I believe that goes along with this choice that the Lovers tells you that you're going to have to make. You're going to choose to stay where you are right now, or how you in your life, how it is right now, or you're going to choose to start something new. Okay, perhaps you're going to, it has to do with some relationship that you realize perhaps it's not so good. You thought you were in a great relationship, and then you realize, you meet other couples and you realize that your relationship with your love partner is not so healthy, okay? Or it has to do with something with your work. It will manifest in a myriad of ways, but it's a month of learning about looking into your own life. And in the final card, you have, again, another reverse card, the Four of Swords. When we see it in the upright, this is someone who is resting, who's meditating, perhaps someone who is going through an illness. In the reverse position means that there's action, okay? You will be getting out of this state of repose. You will be, you will be moving. That's the thing. I think you will be, before the month of March, before this meeting of soulmates, you were like this. You were perhaps in a passive state. That's the right expression. In a passive state. After this meeting, after meeting this person, after this shakeup, you will realize that you need to get out of that state, because it's, you need to start moving forward, okay? And that's a choice that you have to make, to stay passive or to be proactive. Basically, that's something that you will be dealing throughout the month. So again, it's a great month, even though it might look a bit scary, but it's really a good thing, I promise you. So I hope, Taurus, that this is helpful. I want to thank everyone who watches, likes, and comments my videos. Thank you for spending your time with me, and I'll see you next month. Take care.